I'm going to do him like the Maserati of all sandwiches. I'm going to do like a lobster club sandwich. I know it's going to taste brilliant, but also I think it's quite funny. So I've got my bread, lovely bread. So the lobster's in. I've got the pancetta in, which is or smoky bacon. Right, I've got some nice sort of cos lettuce. You could use romaine or iceberg, or you could use rocket, which is lovely. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make some mayonnaise, right? If you want to make the Maserati of mayonnaise, then you've got to make it yourself. So I've got a nice free-range organic egg, yolk, just the yolk, and I've got some lovely Dijon French mustard. I want to get like a teaspoon in there as well. So what we want to do is emulsify it. So the egg yolk and the mustard, if you whisk it up like that, so all you do is just add a little stream of olive oil for the first, say, 45 seconds, and then you can really get more and more generous with it. Anyway, right, you can see that it's gone nice and sort of thick, yeah? And what I'm going to do is grab myself some basil and a pestle and mortar, or of course you could use a metal bowl and like a rolling pin or something like that. So just bash up the basil. A little pinch of salt in there as well. Just the abrasive just sort of makes it mash up better. Give it a little mush around. And then what I want to do is just get a spoon and sort of mix the mayonnaise in. And look how, the reason it's such a beautiful sort of yellowy green colour is because it's got that wonderful extra virgin olive oil in it. So just mix it up, and if you look at the colour now, just look at the colour, absolutely amazing, right? What it needs now is a good pinch of salt and pepper. You could put chilli in there, but I'm going to put lemon juice in there because it's quite thick now, but also, you know, it's oil, so that little bit of lemon juice, when that's kind of on the lobster, is going to be great. So look at that. Oh, it's great. So let's have a look at the lobster. That's had about 8 minutes. So let that drain and put it here and just let it cool down for a bit, and that'll carry on cooking a little bit as well. So with the bread, I'm just going to line them up here like this, and you want to just thinly butter it from one corner to the absolute other, and from the other corner. So it's really, really well buttered. Now what that's going to do is that's going to be like your little waterproof layer. So I got this lobster, and I think some people are a little bit scared of, you know, how to treat it and stuff. Dead easy, right? All you have to do is you open out the tail like that, and you've got a little natural line that runs down here and across. Stick the tip of a big chopping knife there, all the way down, easy, right, and straight through, easy. Turn it around, and then carry on going to the bottom, to the end, like that. Now, when you look inside, you've got, they call it coral, which is basically what they've eaten, sort of like vegetables and stuff. You can eat all that, you can eat that, that's fine. And then what you do is you take out at the head end, the little sac here. But all we're doing is taking the meat out, so we don't have to worry about that. So take the claw off, get the back of your knife, and just smack the claw, right? And what will happen is you can pull, save this juice as well, you pull the shell off, and you've got the lovely meat underneath. Now, the juice is quite good as well, because you might think it's wet and it'll be horrible in a sandwich, but actually when it cools down, it kind of goes like much thicker, and it's really, really tasty. So let's get this claw out. And literally just use a knife to sort of scrape out the meat. Look at this, I mean, you just get this beautiful, beautiful. So here we come to this bit. And, you know, for the sandwich, I'm going to get rid of all this stuff here. The little, tiny little vein there can come out. All this coral, which actually is great in pasta. If you're ever going to make pasta sauce or that, all that stuff is great. Tasty, 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 perfectly good, right? But what we want is this lovely tail meat, which just pops out straight away. Look at that. And so to have it like this is beautiful. So we've got the lobster, we've got the lettuce, we've got the mayonnaise, I've got the bacon. Come on! Beautifully cooked bacon, nice and crispy. Let's bring this bread down here. Now we're going to do a triple decker, right? Which is essential when having a luxurious sandwich because it's kind of like excess, isn't it? It's like, it makes you feel like you're being greedy, that's good, right? So we'll have a little bit of the mayonnaise in each. So one here. And you get about like a tablespoon on each. So that goes in there, like that. And you just smear it out a bit. That's good. And then, what have we got next? We're going to have a nice little bit. Let's have the lobster next. So I'm just going to chop up like this. And because it's warm, you know, it's so easy to cut through. Sometimes when you're cutting cold lobster, it can be a little bit like a rubber band, really. So that goes on there. So lobster, a little bit on each. There we go. Look at that. So, very pleased with that. Very exciting. I'll have a nice bit of lettuce over each one. Kind of club sandwich, or kind of version of. Actually, better than the original, I'd say. This is what they should be doing in room service every night. Yeah. Let's do a bit of tomato. Just a couple of slices. Just thin ones. Here we go. Just a few in the middle. Just like that. And then what we've got to do is a little bit of black pepper. Look at that. Touch of salt for the tomatoes. So get your smoky bacon and just lay a few bits. And this with the lobster is going to be, I know it's going to be genius combination. So a few bits of crispy bacon. Beautiful. Then this goes on top. Squeeze. Then you put it on top of this. Squeeze. Look at that. Look at that. So I'm going to enjoy eating that. Lovely. Just wrap these up so they keep nice. Let's see if we can do this. Okay, so how are we going to do this? Right, what I'm going to do is do it diagonally, put the knife on there, and then just slowly use a nice serrated knife to go all the way through. And then pick them up like that. Put them at an end. And then we've got to try and hold it together. So we pull it up, and I guess we just roll it up like this. Pulling it tight, and then you can just roll it up, roll it up, roll it up. Nice and safe. And then Christmas present wrapping. Get one of the, I've got a little cocktail stick, Union Jack. And lovely. What's next? I want to do like a